Many years ago, when I was in my late teens, Johnny Carson was interviewing Steve Martin, the comedian. Steve Martin commented that his inability to remain throughout that entire show, as he was working on a movie. But the audience began to laugh when he returned unexpectedly just seconds later, expelling these crocodile tears, saying that he really didn't even have to leave. But he knew that big entertainers left in the middle of the show because they were important. Steve Martin wanted to look important too. Talk to yourself for a minute. 59, 58, 57, 56. Wait. Talk to yourself just for a few seconds. And think of all the appealing persons that you know. And describe who they are. And what you probably hear yourself say is, it's not specifically how these people act, but in its place, you can remember how they make you feel. David Robert Jones, known professionally as the singer-songwriter David Bowie, he could have any guitar player in the world and play alongside him. And he chose a young man named Peter Frampton. See, Frampton could not ever think of enough. And from that moment forward, Peter Frampton began getting more confidence, and it made a big difference in his career. It's not magic. It's a set of skills. So let me share 5 of these important skills with you. Do not talk so much. Many people believe making other people feel cozy and comfortable is about stating the right things. But the secret is not about talking a lot. It's about listening. And for that, you need to essentially close your mouth. Hopefully none of you are running or have run as a presidential candidate. Recognize to each other you want to share the limelight. But in the end, you'll end up standing permanently behind that light. To accomplish this, begin your dialogue with the belief that you're going to place that limelight on somebody else. Make another person feel like an expert. Selecting another party in the role of expert. Yes, I'm talking to you. Pull out of them their knowledge to strengthen your connection in many ways. One, it seizes people clearly by their ego, and 2, you discover a great deal of information about them. You are fascinated, and they are flattered. What could perhaps be bad about that? Nothing. Everyone you encounter understands something that you don't. Let them present it for at least a little while, and just allow them to feel knowledgeable. Ask better questions. Do not just call on someone and give them just any old questions. Ask a good question. What makes a good question? An example, ask for a prediction of the future with the how, with the what's. The attraction of this question is what you are able to ask anyone at any time. And it's always applicable. So an example, regarding a future day or date, you could request, what are your thoughts about how this city will look 20 years from now? For other suggestions and good questions to ask, or to pay attention to those podcast conversations, or just observe excerpts of YouTubes. Just borrow those questions and remember, Just return them after you use them. 4, concentrate. If you want the other individuals to be that they are the nucleus of your typical atomic being, it truly helps to place them in the center of your circle to the extent of your dialogue. So take that smartphone and just throw it, slam it, or just place it in that back hind pocket to demonstrate to someone that you are fascinated by their story and by them. Also, the 3 no's. No scanning the room for others that you want to connect up with. No playing with your hands, your hair, your keys. And no allowing other troubles or matters to divide your thought processes. Remove those distractions also, especially if you're planning to notice somebody else who's in the room. One last thing, smile. Specific behaviors, just smiling, generate neurons in your brain that reveals what the eyes see. Any other person subconsciously will pick it up if you're genuinely interested. So think, how crucial is it for you to know the importance of making another person feel important?